If you're a fan of bold and expressive art, come check out my Patreon. For just $1, you'll get exclusive access to artwork that I don't share anywhere else. Click the link in the video description to dive into my daring creations and unique artistic style. A tense calm has settled over Sweida province in southern Syria, following a week of brutal violence that claimed the lives of over 1,000 people. Fighters have reportedly withdrawn, leaving behind a city grappling with the aftermath of widespread destruction and immense human suffering. Local reports confirm a sense of uneasy peace, though the situation remains precarious. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, based in London, describes the calm as cautious, highlighting a dire humanitarian crisis unfolding amidst a severe shortage of essential medical supplies. The observatory's grim toll of more than 1,000 fatalities encompasses armed clashes, bombardment, extrajudicial killings, and Israeli airstrikes, a harrowing account of the week's events. Eyewitness accounts paint a stark picture. Dentist Kenan Uzum described the situation as a tense calm, emphasizing the ongoing struggles with water and electricity outages. Hospitals, he reported, are in a state of collapse, overwhelmed by the sheer number of casualties. Meanwhile, AFP correspondents stationed on the outskirts of Sweida city confirmed the absence of fighting, noting the preparations underway for humanitarian aid convoys to reach the besieged Druze majority town. In response to the devastation, the Syrian Arab Red Crescent is mobilizing a substantial aid effort, dispatching 32 trucks laden with food, medicine, water, fuel, and other vital supplies. The Syrian Ministry of Health is also deploying a convoy, aiming to alleviate the immediate needs of a population facing widespread shortages. The violence erupted from a dispute between a Bedouin tribesman and a member of the Druze community, escalating rapidly after government forces intervened. Druze fighters resisted the government's entry, triggering days of intense conflict that terrorized local residents, including countless civilians. Israel, committed to protecting the Druze community, responded with airstrikes targeting the Syrian Defense Ministry in Damascus and numerous military installations in the south of the country. A ceasefire, brokered by the United States, was announced on Saturday, aiming to prevent further Israeli military intervention. The U.S. has since intensified its calls for an end to the hostilities, urging all factions to lay down their arms and engage in peaceful dialogue. U.S. Special Envoy to Syria, Tom Barak, issued a stark warning, emphasizing the critical juncture facing Syria and the urgent need for peace. Secretary of State Marco Rubio also issued a strong statement, cautioning the Syrian government against perpetuating the violence and stressing the need to hold those responsible for atrocities accountable. Reports have emerged of sectarian hate speech from within the Syrian government forces, with at least 2 members sharing videos depicting acts of intimidation and violence against Druze civilians. These incidents further underscore the deep-seated tensions and the urgent need for reconciliation. The past week has witnessed the worst outbreak of violence since March, when a massacre claimed the lives of 1,500 Alawite citizens. This latest wave of sectarian violence casts a shadow on international hopes for the new Syrian government, which assumed power last December. Western governments, including the US, UK, and EU, had recently lifted sanctions in an effort to support Syria's economic recovery following years of civil war and repression under the Assad regime. The EU expressed its horror at the violence, urging all parties to cease hostilities and protect civilians. They also called for respect for Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Syria's interim president, Ahmed al-Shara, announced a ceasefire in Sweida and reiterated his commitment to protecting ethnic and religious minorities. He appealed to the Bedouins to leave the city, emphasizing the state's responsibility for maintaining security. The Interior Ministry confirmed the withdrawal of tribal fighters and the cessation of fighting within the city. A spokesman for Syria's Tribal and Clan Council confirmed the fighters' departure, stating it was in response to the presidential call and the terms of a negotiated agreement. This fragile peace leaves Sweida province facing a long and arduous road to recovery, as the region confronts the immense physical and emotional scars left by the recent violence. The international community watches closely, awaiting signs of lasting peace and the long-term consequences for a nation still struggling to emerge from the ashes of a protracted civil war.